Hallelujah.
Ohun tí à ń bá bọ̀.
What we have been considering.
Orúkọ mi ni Ajíbọ́sẹ̀ Akínwálé James.
That is his name.
Ohun tí a ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀.
What we have been discussing.
Òun ni ta ni ìwọ gbàgbọ́?
Is who do you believe?
Ṣé olùṣọ́ àgùntàn ni tàbí alágbàṣe?
Is it the shepherd or the hireling?
A ti sọ ohun gbogbo nípa olùṣọ́ àgùntàn.
We have said all things about the shepherd, and we have seen the behavior and the character of the shepherd.
Ṣùgbọ́n àwa tẹ̀síwájú lẹ́yìn.
We are proceeding today
láti wo ohun tí olùṣe
to
àti ìhùwàsí àwọn alágbàṣe.
To look at the acts and the attitude of the hireling.
Ìdí ìṣe àwọn alágbàṣe.
The acts of the hireling.
Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ òfin tí Ọlọ́run fún alágbàṣe.
From the beginning, the commandment God gave the hireling.
Nítorí pé Jésù ní àwọn tó ti wà.
Because Jesus said,
síwájú òun.
They that are they
were
before him.
Àti ọlọ́ṣà ni wọ́n.
He said they were the armed robber and the.
Jésù ló pè wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀.
It was Jesus that called them not.
Tó bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ wò ó lọ sínú ìwé Jòhánù.
If you want to know where it is, go to the book of John.
Orí kẹwàá.
John chapter 10.
Ẹsẹ̀ kẹwàá.
Verse 10.
Ẹsẹ̀ kẹjọ, sorry, ẹsẹ̀ kẹjọ.
I beg your pardon. John chapter 10 verse 8.
Rẹ wò ń bẹ̀. Ó ní àwọn tó ti wá síwájú òun, ó ní olè àti ọlọ́ṣà ni wọ́n.
They that come before him, they are.
Àwọn wo ló wá ti wá síwájú Jésù?
Who are the people that came before him?
Àwọn ni àlùfáà àtàwọn akọ̀wé àtàwọn Farisí.
They are the priests and the Pharisees.
Nítorí pé kí ni wọ́n ṣe jẹ́ olè?
Why are they thieves?
Nítorí pé ohun tó yẹ kó máa pín fún àwọn ènìyàn.
Because what they support to share to others.
Níṣe náà kò sápò ara wọn.
They embezzle it.
Níṣe ni wọ́n ń dè fún ara wọn.
They use it for their own use.
Tó o bá sì wò ó.
If you observe it well.
Ohun tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìdá mẹ́wàá àtọrẹ.
What is happening is the tithe and offering.
Ọlọ́run ó ti ṣe ìlérí ẹ̀.
God has made commandment on it.
Ìdí tó sọ ní pé ìdá mẹ́wàá àtọrẹ yìí.
God has promised that the tithe and offering.
Ní fún kí ló wà fún?
What is the uses of tithe and offering?
Ó wà fún ìtọ́jú.
It is for.
Àti oúnjẹ kí oúnjẹ kó bá lè wà nínú ilé Ọlọ́run.
It's for taking care and the food might be in the house of God.
Nítorí pé àwọn Farisí.
Because the Pharisees.
Àwọn akọ̀wé.
The Sadducees.
Àwọn àlùfáà.
The priests.
Àtàwọn ọmọ Léfì.
And the Levites.
Wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ ní ìpín. Pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì.
They must not have anything with the children of Israel.
Wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ pínlẹ̀ fún wọn.
They must not share land for them. They must not share any inheritance for them.
Ṣùgbọ́n nínú ìdá mẹ́wàá àtọrẹ yẹn ló ti máa jẹ.
In tithe and offering they eat.
Kì í ṣe fún àwọn nìkan.
It's not for them only.
Ṣùgbọ́n fún àwọn opó, àwọn aláìní bàbá, àwọn àlejò.
But for the widows and fatherless and the strangers.
Tí wọ́n wá bọ̀ láàrin wọn láti máa jẹ.
That are among them to eat.
Ìdí nìyí t'Ọlọ́run fi pa èyí ní àṣẹ fún wọn.
That is why God commanded them.
Tí o bá sì wá wò ó.
If you look at it.
Ní ìgbà tí Jésù gangan wá.
When Jesus himself came.
Ó sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn rẹ̀.
He told his disciples.
Nínú Matthew chapter 10.
In the book of Matthew chapter 10.
Lọ kà verse 10.
Read it from verse 10.
Ó ní bí ẹ bá ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ o, tẹ́ ń wàásù káàkiri o.
He said when you begin preaching, working
tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìyanu, tẹ́ ń ṣe kínní.
And you are doing a miracle.
Kò sí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbowó, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbà nǹkan kan.
You must not collect money.
Ṣùgbọ́n oúnjẹ oníṣẹ́ tó fún.
But the food is enough for the.
Ibi tẹ́ bá wọ̀ sí wọ́n fún yín lóúnjẹ.
Wherever you are buying, they will give you food. The food is your portion. It's your lot.
Tẹ́ bá sì wò nínú Iṣẹ́ àwọn Àpọ́stélì.
If you look at it in the book of Acts of Apostles.
Tẹ́ bá wo verse 6, chapter 6.
In the book of Acts of Apostles, chapter 6.
Verse 1.
Verse 1.
Ẹ rí níbẹ̀.
You find it
ní
there.
ìgbà tí àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run àwọn apọ́sítélì tó gbàgbé láti ṣe ìpínfúnni.
When the children, people of God forgot to sharing.
Ìkùnsínú wà.
There was an boundary among the people.
Ṣé ẹ ti pàgbé nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni?
They began to say, you have forgotten what we have been doing since the
Ẹ fi
beginning.
pípa wá ń tì í náà.
You are suffering us with hunger.
Ẹ ti fi ohun tẹ́ ń ṣe níbẹ̀rẹ̀ pé tẹ́ ìpínfúnni tẹ́ ń ṣe ẹ ti filẹ̀.
The sharing you have been doing before, you forgot it.
Wọ́n sì tọrọ àforíjì.
And they pleaded for forgiveness.
Wọ́n tẹ̀lé láti máa ṣe é.
And they began to do it.
Wọ́n yan àwọn tí ó máa ṣe fún ọ báwọn ọba tẹ̀ ráyè.
They choose they that will do it if they will have choice.
Tó o bá sì lọ wo inú Iṣẹ́ àwọn Àpọ́stélì orí kejì.
And if you look at Acts of Apostles chapter 2.
Tó o bá wo 41 níbẹ̀.
You look at verse 41.
Ibẹ̀ ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yìí láti máa ṣe ìpínfúnni láti ojúlé dé ojúlé.
That is where they started this work.
Kì í
To
ṣe
share
nínú
from house to
ìjọ
house.
nìkan, kì í ṣe
It's
nínú
not in
àpéjọpọ̀
the it's
nìkan.
not in the only church or the
Wọ́n ti
congregation.
ojúlé dé ojúlé.
They were moving from house to house.
Tó o bá tún wá wò ní chapter 4.
If you observe it in chapter 4,
Tó o bá wo 35
if
níbẹ̀.
you look at 35,
Wà á rí pé wọ́n ti ń ṣe bákan
you
náà.
see that that's the way they are doing.
Bí Ọlọ́run ṣe gbé e kalẹ̀ nìyí fún àwọn
That's how.
ènìyàn àti àwọn àlùfáà.
That is how God laid it down for the people and the priests.
Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ènìyàn yìí,
But these people,
àwọn tí a ń pè ní alágbàṣe
these
yìí,
people that we called Hireling,
wọ́n ti yí kúrò, wọ́n ti yí àṣẹ Ọlọ́run kúrò.
they have disparted from the way of God and they are
Bí
able to
Ọlọ́run ṣe
remove
gbé kalẹ̀.
the way God have commanded them.
Wọ́n wá sọ di ìpín tiwọn.
They have turned into their own portion.
Wọ́n sọ di ohun ìjẹ tiwọn.
They have turned into their own useful.
Ìdí nìyí tí Jésù ṣe pè wọ́n ní olè àti ọlọ́ṣà.
That was why Jesus called them a thief and robber.
Orí kẹwàá
In the
ẹsẹ̀
book
kẹjọ.
of John chapter 10 verse 8.
Ó wà á rí tó bá tẹ̀síwájú.
If you continue,
Ó rí ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ìdí nìyẹn tó fi jẹ́ olè.
what happened that Jesus called them
ọlọ́ṣà.
thief and robbers?
Nítorí pé ìdámẹ́wàá àtọrẹ yìí.
Because the tithe and offering
Ó wà fún ìtọ́jú àwọn ènìyàn.
is for the caring of people.
Ó wà fún ìtọ́jú àwọn opó,
It's
àwọn
for the
aláìní
caring
bàbá,
of fatherless
àwọn
widows
ènìyàn
and people
tí wọ́n ṣe
together
aláìní
that are needy
nínú àpéjọpọ̀ yín.
in their
Òun
congregation.
lọ́lọ́run gbé ilé
That
ìkàlẹ̀
is
fún.
why God
Kì
planned
í
that.
ṣe fún
It's
àlùfáà nìkan
not
láti máa kó
for
sí
the
òkú
priest
wọn.
alone to put into
Kì í ṣe
their own
fún
pockets.
àlùfáà
It's not for the priest.
láti máa fi kó yẹ̀pẹ̀ àtòkúta jọ kó ní òun kọ́
Use it
bẹ́ẹ̀lì.
to pack sand and the stone that he said they are
Kì í ṣe
building
fún yẹn
tower,
rárá.
that they are building
Ọlọ́run ò gbé kalẹ̀ fún
church.
yẹn.
God didn't plan it that way.
Tẹ́ḿpìlì kan ṣe lọ́lọ́run yàn.
God appointed only one temple.
Èyí tí ìránṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tí ń ṣe ọmọ Dáfídì tó ràn lọ́wọ́ láti kọ́.
That his
Tí ń ṣe
own,
Benjamin.
that his own people, servants, God helped them to build, which
Òun
is
ló sì wà.
Benjamin.
Ibì kan ṣo náà ló wà.
It was in only one
Wọ́n
place.
sì ń kọ́, wọ́n lè kọ́ káàkiri ìlú.
They can build
Tẹ́ḿpìlì
it.
Ọlọ́run
They can build it everywhere.
látọwọ́ ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run.
They can build it everywhere through the hand of
Ibì
minister
kan
of
ṣo
God.
náà ni gbogbo ọmọ Ọlọ́run sì ń péjọ sí.
And it will be in one place. That's
Wọn ò
where they will
ní
assemble.
ẹnìkan ò ní ti ara wọn.
No one has its own personal.
Bí kò ṣe bí àwọn alágbàṣe ti gbé kalẹ̀ lónìí.
That is like the way the hiring places today.
Tó bá lọ wo ìwé tí mo ń sọ yìí, tó bá lọ wo ìwé Deuteronomy
What I'm saying, if you look at the book of Deuteronomy,
chapter 14.
Deuteronomy 14,
tó bá kà láti 27 sí 29.
If you look at 27 and 29,
ó rí níbẹ̀.
you will find it there.
Nígbà tó bá ti dé, Ọlọ́run pàṣẹ pé tó bá dé ilẹ̀ náà tí a pín fún yín, tó bá ti
God
pín fún yín
commanded
tán.
that when you get to the land that you have been given,
Nítorí pé àwọn alágbàṣe wọn ò ní pín ilẹ̀ fún wa.
because the hireling will not be given anything inheritance.
Tí wọ́n ní kán mójútó tẹ́ḿpìlì.
Their own is to take care of the
Ohun
temple
gbogbo
of
tó bá
God.
máa ṣe kán máa ṣe ní tẹ́ḿpìlì.
Whatsoever they want to do, they should do it
Wọn ò
in
ní
the temple
lọ
of God.
sóko, wọn ò ní lọ síbi kan.
They will not go to farm, they will not go anywhere.
Ẹ̀yin tá a wá ti pín ilẹ̀ fún, tá a ti pín ogún fún.
They that have been, the land have been shared for.
Tẹ́ bá ti ṣiṣẹ́ yín tán.
If you work, finish.
Tẹ́ bá ti mú èrè oko yín tán.
If you harvest your crops,
Ẹ gbé wá síwájú wọn.
bring it before them,
Kán sì ṣe àdúrà sí i.
and they pray upon it.
Kẹ́yìn náà sì jẹ́jẹ́ pé mo ti mú ohun tó jẹ́ ti ẹ̀yin Ọlọ́run, mo ti mú wá sílé ìjọ o.
And you also
Tẹ́ḿpìlì o.
will make vow that I bring what belongs to God into the temple.
Lẹ́yìn ìgbà náà,
After that,
wọ́n yọ tí wọ́n.
they will now remove their own
Wọ́n sì dá èyí tó kù padà fún yín.
and return the remaining one to
Tẹ́ ò
you,
sì máa jẹ pẹ̀lú ẹbí yín.
that you'll be eating it with
Ìwọ
your family.
àti àwọn ẹbí àti àlejò àtòpó àtàwọn aláìní bàbá ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá wà ní àríká ẹ tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣe aláìní, nínú ẹ̀ náà ti máa jẹ.
You, your father, your family, and the strangers that are abiding with you.
Bọ́lọ́run ti ṣe ìgbékalẹ̀ ẹ̀.
That is how God planned it.
Bó ti wà nìyẹn.
That's how it was.
Ká bá sì wo chapter 15 náà
And
bákan
if
náà.
you look at chapter 15,
Tó bá lọ wo verse 8 sí 10,
if you look at verse 8 to 10,
ó wà ń bẹ̀.
it is there.
Ó wà ń bẹ̀.
It is there.
Ìdámẹ́wàá àtọrẹ yìí
Tithe and offering,
wọ́n mú wá
brought it,
tí wọ́n sì máa mú wá nígbà tó máa mú wá.
whenever they brought it,
Ìyókù tán bá ṣe àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run gbọ́dọ̀ dá padà.
the remaining one, the children,
Wọ́n á dá padà fún wọn.
praise of God must return it
Wọ́n á
to
sì
them,
máa jẹ ẹ́
and
nílé
they
wọn
will eat
ní.
it in their own house.
Ògbó bá fẹ́ rí ìdí ẹ̀ lọ sínú ìwé Deuteronomy chapter 12.
Go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 12.
Ó wà ní verse 12.
It is in verse 12.
Tó bá
of
wo
Deuteronomy
verse
chapter.
7 pàápàá verse 7 kó tó lọ
If
sí
you look
verse
at
12.
verse 7 to 12,
Wàá rí ní verse 7, wàá rí ní verse 12.
you will find it in verse 7 and 12.
Ọlọ́run ṣe pa á láṣẹ nìyẹn.
That is how God appointed it.
Ṣùgbọ́n lónìí,
But today,
ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí?
is it like that today?
Wọn kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́.
No, it wasn't like that.
Wọ́n ti kó sápò ara wọn.
They have placed it into their own pocket.
Wọ́n ti sọ di oúnjẹ ti ẹbí wọn.
They have turned it to their own family food.
Wọ́n ti sọ di ohun ìní tí
They
wọn.
have turned it to their own portion.
Wọ́n gbàgbé àwọn opó,
They forgot the widows,
àwọn aláìní bàbá, kò sí
the
ìtókàn wọn.
fatherless. They are less concerned.
Wọ́n á tún máa gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn opó àtàwọn aláìní bàbá.
They will even collect money from the
Dépò
fatherless.
wípé dépò tí wọ́n bá tún
widows.
máa fún wọn ní kinní,
For them to give them something,
wọn ò ní fún wọn.
they will not do that.
Wọ́n á tún máa gba èyí tó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Their own is to just collect the one in their hand.
Ìdí nìyí tí Ọlọ́run fi pè wọ́n ní àwọn tó jà òun lólè
That is why God called them they that rob God.
nínú ìwé Málákì
In the book of Malachi,
chapter 3
chapter 3,
tó bá kà láti verse 8
if
sí
you
10.
read from verse 8 to 10,
Àwọn ènìyàn yìí lọ́lọ́run pè ní olè, àwọn náà jà Ọlọ́run lólè
those who God called them thief
nípa ìdámẹ́wàá àtọrẹ táwọn èèyàn mú wá
by tithe and offering that people are bringing into the
tó yẹ kó
house
máa fi fún àwọn
that
ènìyàn
is
láti jẹ.
supposed to give to people to eat.
Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n sọ di ìjẹ ti ara
And
wọn.
turn it to their own belongings.
Ní ìsìn nítorí àkókò wa,
Now, because of our time,
àwa ò ní lè tẹ̀síwájú jù báyìí lọ.
we will not move further than that.
Ṣùgbọ́n
But
ní tí àyè bá gbà wá lọ́la,
tomorrow, if there is time,
tí àyè bá wà,
if there is time tomorrow, if
a ó
there is time,
tẹ̀síwájú nínú àwọn alágbàṣe
we shall continue in the discussion
wọ́n ṣe
upon
jẹ́ olè àti
discussion
ọlọ́ṣà.
about hiring, the way they are, how they are hiring
èyí tí ẹ̀yin
and thief and robbers.
èyí tó ń darí ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn wípé ẹ̀yin lẹ ja Ọlọ́run lólè, ẹni tí ò bá mú ìdá mẹ́wàá àtọrẹ wá jẹ Ọlọ́run lólè. Lóòótọ́ ni tí wọ́n gan ò bá mú ìdá mẹ́wàá àtọrẹ fún ẹlòmíì nínú ohun ìní rẹ, ó jẹ́ olè.
The way they are telling to you that you, if you fail to bring the tithe and offering, you are a thief and robber, you rob God. They are the one that did that. If it is truly that if you fail, you yourself you fail to give God your own tithe, so you rob God.
Tó o bá ti fún ẹlòmíì, tẹ́lòmíì ò bá ti jẹ nínú
If you
iṣẹ́
don't
ọwọ́ ẹ,
give another person, if another person couldn't eat from your hand, your
ìwọ náà
works,
ti ja Ọlọ́run lólè.
you rob God.
Nítorí pé kí ni?
Because what?
Ohun tí Ọlọ́run pèsè fún ẹ.
What God provided for you.
Ọlọ́run ló pèsè ẹ̀ fún ẹ.
It is God that provided
Kì í
for
ṣe
you.
mímọ̀ ṣe ẹ̀.
It's not,
Kì í ṣe agbára ẹ̀.
it's not by your power, it's not by
Òun
your
ni.
strength. It
Ó sì
pleased
pèsè ẹ̀
Him
fún ẹ.
that He provided
Kí
for
wọn
you.
náà bá lè pèsè fún
That He
ẹlòmíì.
provide for, that He can provide for another person.
Ẹ gbìyànjú láti máa subscribe sórí.
Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube
Torí
channel
pé á fún wa lákòókò.
because it gives us more time.
Àkókò ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ àtàwọn ìṣítí pọ̀ tó tá a fẹ́ sọ ṣùgbọ́n
We have-
torí pé kò sí àkókò.
Because no more time.
Òun la fi ń dá dúró báyìí.
That's why we are stopping it.
Tí àyè bá gbà wá lọ́la,
If Jesus
a
started
ó tún
tomorrow,
tẹ̀síwájú
we shall continue
nípa
tomorrow.
àwọn tí ó jẹ́ alágbàṣe.
By they that are hearing.
Orúkọ mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ni Ajíbọ́sẹ̀ Akínwálé James.
That is his own name once again. Thank you, bye.